y'all, welcome back to another video. It's Wednesday for me. I've been doing some stuff around here. I was writing in my planner. My planner is about to expire like the end of this month, so I had to run out. I have a list of like things I've been needing to add to a new planner, and I was like, I've got to get a new planner. I don't have many more days that you know, to use this one, so I ran out to Hobby Lobby just now and got a new one. It was like $21.99. I'll share it with you and what I love about it and what I love about planners in general. But yeah, that's real exciting. I know we got a new planner, and but I am excited to fill it in with the new information. I'm also going to share with you a recipe I found on Pinterest. I'm gonna make it a little different, but I'll share that. I usually do. So yeah, welcome back. Hope that you are having a wonderful day whenever you're watching this. Thank you so much for coming back. Thank you for all your comments on my last video, the one where I was like decorating the house. My battery's flashing. It's gonna cut off on me any second. But yeah, I was just reading all the comments, and it's nice to have like the input. People say, oh yeah, these look good here, this would look good here, maybe you should try this, maybe you should do that. It's good. I mean, it's a lot of opinions, but it's good to sometimes get those opinions and be like, okay, so this would look good, or this, maybe this doesn't look as good, or whatever. But like I said in that video, do what you love. Whatever I decide on will be what I love, and you know, but I love reading people's ideas, and you know, I appreciate you guys so much for watching and commenting. It means a lot. Look at how green everything is. I showed you it was raining out here earlier, and I just am obsessed with May and June. Really are like the most beautiful months to me because everything is so bright green. We get a lot of rain and everything's filled in. We have so much privacy. Of course, the birds are talking. I love sitting out here. Alright, I switched my battery. It died on me like I thought it was going to, but I wanted to share it with you, my new planner, and you know, just tell you what I love about planners. So when my kids were growing up, we used to have, on the front of my refrigerator, I used to have one that had the freezer on top, refrigerator on bottom, and I had a big white like erase, what is it called, like the wipe erase boards, and they always knew what was going on because it was always on the calendar. They could just come in here and look and see, and if they had something going on, they could write it down, and so we always knew what was going on. And then, I don't know, several years ago, probably at least 5 years ago, I transferred over to just a planner that I keep, and then they were lost for a little while, but really it's just Jackson and Marion, and you know, they just ask me what's going on. They don't, most of the things that are going on are things that I need to know, and I like to have a planner so I can keep all my work information in that as well. I keep doctor's appointments. I could not make it without my planner. So I have a household manual, which is something I've shared before, and that is like a notebook with dividers, and I keep you know, I have like budget information in one, I have parties in one, party information, and like wedding planning, things like that. I have one for Christmas, I have one for recipes and dinner ideas, just like a lot. I've shared it before, but that's my household manual, but this is my planner, so I have to have both of them. But I am a planner. That, you know, there's two kinds of people. There's planners, and then there's people who just go through life not planning, and they just love it that way. I have family members that are like both. I'm probably the biggest planner in my family, though. I just love to plan, love to have a plan. So I looked a high and low. I went to Mardell and Hobby Lobby. I was gonna go to Walmart if I didn't find one I loved, but I found one that I really love. I don't love the way that it looks on the front. They had some really pretty like florally ones that I wanted, but inside they're all different, and so you have to look at every one. So this one on the inside I love. It is cute. I thought it'd be pretty to put some stickers on it or something. But this one was $21.99 at Hobby Lobby, and it's the Paper Studio. So like I said, not my favorite design. Like the colors are like purple and black and white, which it's pretty. It's pretty. It's just, you know, it definitely is pretty, but I liked it for what was inside. So I'll show you the reason I loved it. Let me take this tag off, or this paper off. So this is an 18 months, so that's gonna be so nice. I can use this from July of 24 to December of 25, all the way through the end of next year. So that's awesome. It's really big, and at first I was like, I don't want a big fat one like that. Just, I probably 10 times a day I pull my planner out, and so it's convenient. Right now I have one that's about that thin, but it's okay. It's because it's so long, you know. So each month, you know, has a tab, and this one is July, so it has right here like notes and special occasions, birthdays. I generally don't do anything on that, so that's kind of just like a waste. But then you have the full month, which I do like that. I like to see that. And then each week you have, you know, your, I don't know if you can see, your little square. So this one has like squares. Does it go across? Yeah, it goes across Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then you have like a little extra space to write. But I love the size of these squares. That is awesome. And always at the end of the day, somewhere at the bottom of each square, I would write my dinner for that night. So this is perfect. I have little lines at the bottom. I can write our dinners at the bottom of every day. So then they had this almost like the same thing, but it was just miniature. It was a smaller book, and it had these, but they were smaller, and I just liked how big these were, because I will fill this up. And when I'm doing work related stuff, like I use my yellow Sharpie or my yellow highlighter when I'm filming, so I know which days I'm filming or editing. I use my pink one on days that I upload. I use blue for certain things that expenses that we're gonna have, or you know, just different things going on that I know I'm gonna spend whatever X amount of money on that day. It's just a system that I have in my mind. It works really well, but I loved how this had those big squares across. That's just gonna be super nice when I'm planning everything out. I have lots of room to write. And then at the end of each month, so it has this like striped paper at the end of each month, and so I like to have kind of like a list of things that I want to do for the next month. So if it's July and I'm thinking, oh, August, I want, as far as like work and filming, I'll be like, oh yeah, I want to work on this project, or I want to have this video going up. So I just write them on that, and I just literally had everything I needed. So if you're into planners, then you'll find that interesting. If you're not, you probably don't even care. But I love a good planner. This one's kind of got some stuff on it, but anyway, that's my new planner. I'm excited to take my old one, and I have a list of things I need to add into a new one. So this is my old one. You can see it's a lot thinner, smaller than this black one, and it's really convenient to grab this out. This one was really cute, but we're gonna go ahead and fill some of this out because, you know, we have a wedding coming up and lots of things I need to write in this new planner. I like these little shelves to set you on. It's easier than holding my phone and holding something else. But I'm making dinner now, so this is what we're making. Swedish meatball pasta bake. Doesn't that look so good? I don't have fresh parsley to put on top, but I have everything else. And in the recipe, it tells you how to make meatballs. So it gives you the recipe for them, but I just used frozen meatballs. I'm not making them when I have frozen. This is the kind that I get, the home style, great value. They're really good. This was a huge bag, and it was $10. I actually just saw another recipe using meatballs, frozen meatballs, and I'm going to make that soon because I have all those. And it looks delicious. So we love these great value frozen meatballs. So anyway, I'm just browning them in a pan, and I'm heating some water, or bringing some water to a boil, because we're going to use these shells. This is what the recipe called for. Once I make the pasta and the meatballs, then we're just going to make a roux with like brown, like beef stock, Worcestershire sauce, however you say it. What else? Heavy cream. I want to put some onions in it. all the good stuff. And then we're gonna pour that over the pasta and the meatballs and cook it for about 30 minutes. So it can't, I don't think you can mess it up, and all the flavors just sound so good. So I'm just trying right now to evenly brown these meatballs in a little olive oil. They're cooking pretty quick, so, and I just put them in frozen. So I'm just gonna put these in here, and then we'll dump the pasta on top, and then we'll make the sauce. So I added my 6 tablespoons of butter, and I just added like part of an onion because I had like a leftover white onion. I'm just gonna cook that down for a few minutes, and then we'll add the flour and make a roux. And I have preheated my oven to 375, or it is preheating to 375. My pasta water is about ready. So I just realized my skillet's probably way too small for everything I have to add. But hopefully we can do it. Oh yeah, way too small. I'm gonna have to transfer this to a bigger one. Okay, crisis averted. It'll take a little bit longer to cook. So I actually do have dried parsley, so we're just gonna go with that. It said 3 tablespoons of fresh, and I know you don't need as much when you do dried, so. Alright, just trying to let this thicken. Alright, I just put the pasta in here, and I'm going to pour the sauce over the top of it and kind of like mix it in, and then I'll put the meatballs on top because I kind of want them to get a little bit more browned as they're in the oven. I like them really done. Tasted the sauce and it is delicious. So good. I feel like this is way too much sauce, but we'll see. Once it bakes, it should be okay. Alright, it's gonna go in the oven for 30 minutes. Hey, Chloe. I know, sweet girl. Chloe, always hungry. She always has food in her bowl, but she's always crying for food. I'm gonna get this load of clothes out while that food cooks, but I tasted it and it was so good. I did not add salt to it. It said be careful with the salt if you don't like salty, so I didn't add any salt, and it was perfect, you know, before I baked it. So I'm sure it's going to be delicious, but I'll link it down below. So I thought that I would chat with y'all while I'm doing my laundry, while I'm folding my laundry, instead of just speeding it up. A lot of people do like voiceovers during their videos, and so they have lots of time to just talk about different things, but I don't do voiceovers too often. So yeah, so today's June 5th. I have a feeling this summer is going to just fly by. It already feels like it's flying. I think Jackson's been out of school. He's been out of school for like 2 weeks already, which is sad to me. I love summer. I just always have loved summer. Especially when the kids are in school and they just get to like slow down, they get to sleep in, they get to hang out with friends and just not have the stress and the worry of school. I've just always loved that. So I know that summer is going to fly by. Before we know it, we're going to be talking about getting ready for school. So I'm going to enjoy it. We're not going to do any like big, well, we did have a big trip. We went to the Bahamas. right before school got out. So that was our big trip to my niece's wedding. So we're not doing any other like big vacation. We made like, actually Madison and I are going to take a trip in July, which I'll probably share that with you, but it's just going to be Madison and I. It's just going to be for a couple days. So but other than that, like we're just going to stick around close to home. We're going to probably like go to the lake some. There's a couple lakes around here, and you know, like do some things around here. They just opened this really fun place downtown. It's like old, it's like vintage, I guess maybe also newer video games. You pay like $5 and you get to play unlimited. I think that'd be fun. Be fun for Jackson. Of course, we'll like go to the movies. We were talking the other day about maybe going to the zoo. There's a few zoos around us, you know, within like 2 hours that we might go to. Jackson loves animals. He has a really tender heart and he loves animals, and so we love going to the zoo. Or an aquarium or something like that. We just don't have any close, but so we may do like some day trips, things like that. But other than that, that's our summer plans. We're gonna stick close to home. Of course, like I babysit my granddaughter 2 days a week, so we'll be doing, you know, I'll be doing that, and then Jackson has some other things going on. He's gonna go to camp, and he's gonna actually have oral surgery this month. So just there's a lot going on, but we're not, I just thought I'd give you like an update on our summer plans. We did set the pool up and it is full and has been used. I'm still waiting for the hot weather. I can't wait for hot summer days to enjoy it more, because it's usually about July before it is warm enough for me to get in. Otherwise I am just way too cold. I can't get in it when I'm not one of those people that can get in freezing cold water. It like is painful. I cannot. It takes my breath away too. So Marion, no problem. Him and Jackson, they'll get in when it's 60 degrees. But I need it to be like 90 plus before I can get in. But I'm excited for those warm days coming up for sure. Oh my goodness, that looks so delicious. All right, I let this cool for probably 30 minutes or so. Marion just got home from working out and he's showering. So he's gonna come have some, but it tastes really good. It didn't say to cover it. A couple of these noodles got a little bit hard on top, but it's not too much. It's not too bad. This looks really good. And actually I thought it'd be way more liquidy than it is once it's baked. I should have put more meatballs for sure. I could have added a whole lot more, but next time I will. Jackson's having hot dogs at church, so there's ours. Marion doesn't really love corn, so I have not made corn in so long. Okay, like usual, we have a ton of leftovers, so I'm gonna pack that up and put it in the refrigerator. I won't have to cook dinner tomorrow or whatever night we decide to have that. And I'm gonna go ahead and unload. These still need to be unloaded. Unload and reload the dishwasher. cleaned up, I'm gonna clock out for the night. I'm gonna have these are, what are they called? Flourless banana peanut butter chocolate muffins, something like that. There's no flour, no sugar. I know that doesn't sound very good, but they're actually surprisingly delicious. The texture is really spongy. There's egg, banana, peanut butter, maple syrup, honey, chocolate chips, you know. It's actually really good. So I'll link this recipe down below too. I actually, they look exactly like the picture, which I love when I make a recipe and it looks exactly like the picture, because then you're like, okay, so they weren't trying to like lie to me and make it look, because I thought they looked really good. And they are delicious and pretty healthy. So I'm gonna go ahead and have these, sit down, relax, probably watch some Netflix. But thank you for hanging out with me. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give this a thumbs up as always, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye-bye.